fine. It's fine. All right. There we go. Man, this is not gonna be fun, but I'm gonna be here to see it. This is gonna be a whole thing tonight. Now, honestly, I'm gonna chill out here. I ain't gotta worry. I'm gonna vibe, and I'm gonna live with the results here. So we'll see what happens here. Dodgers couldn't do anything in the top of the first. Otani, he got a base hit. He was able to get to second and to third, but we got a ground out from Will, a pop fly from Freddie, and another ground out from Mookie. So Dodgers couldn't capitalize. You had somebody in scoring position, couldn't capitalize here at the top of the first. And now we're here at the bottom of the first, and Shohei Ohtani gets the start. So he's going to pitch here. I don't know how many game, I don't know how many, I don't know how many innings he's going to pitch today. I think you give him 3 or 4 clean innings. Hopefully he's good for those 3 or 4 clean innings. And then you just go from there. But hey, you got. I'm all for giving Shohei Ohtani the start here at the end of the day. You got to use everybody. You give Shohei the opportunity here in a game 7. Got the best player in the league that can do both. So you give him the opportunity to showcase. You give him the opportunity here in the game 7. That's what I'm saying. So here we are, game 7. God, my hands are so frozen right now. It's cold outside. Actually letting Shohei warm up right now, so we'll see how this ultimately goes here for the Dodgers. But hey, this is a win for baseball. You got Shohei Ohtani, the best player in the game, pitching in a game 7. First pitch is gonna be a ball here. That was a high ball right there. Got Springer up right now. George Springer, he's obviously dealing. He's fighting through an injury. He's just right now he's fighting through an injury and he's just going through it. But he's here for his team. He's gonna fight through it. He fought through it in Game 6 and contributed. Um, Fighting through it here in Game 7. All of these are some early misses here from Ohtani. So straight up here, all 3 of these pitches were balls here. He's got to throw a strike. That's a strike right there. 3-1 here. Short rest for Ohtani, but here he is pitching. And that's a base hit by Springer. And that's going to be a single to start things off here. So base hit from Springer to start things off here. Similar to how things started off with Ohtani because he got the first base hit. And then there was 3 outs there. Springer is in a lot of pain, but he's going to fight through it. He is going to fight through it here. One man on base, no outs here at the bottom of the first. Nathan Lucas is up now. Again, if Ohtani right now, depending on how he looks, they could definitely take him out if he's not looking good right now pitching wise, because he is pitching on short rest. Strike 1 there. 1-1 pitch here. It's gonna be a gradual thing for Ohtani. Again, this he's short rest. You don't give him a bunch of innings. You just work him on some short innings here. Strike two right there. 1-2 now. Ah, boy. Here in Game 7, the pressure is on for both teams. It's do or die. Winner takes all, because it's not winner go home. It's more of winner takes all here. There's a fastball. Got it. Foul right there. And we're going to do this again. 1-2. It's a low pitch right there. Otani's trying to work through his pitch right now. But again, on short rest here, I think you're just going to give Ohtani like two. You're going to give Ohtani two, maybe 3 innings to work here. So it's ball two right there. You got Vlad up next. I'm not going to lie. Shohei, I recommend walking Vlad. Again, if they're going to throw some walks out there, I do not want to see Shohei pitch against Vlad. Gotta hope he can at least get an out here. Ground ball foul right there, so it's going to stay 2-2. Ohtani got it. First strikeout of the game here for Ohtani. And here comes Vlad. He's not. Again, I'm gonna keep it a bean. I don't see him like striking out Vlad. Vlad has been a monster the entire postseason here, so Otani's got to be careful in how he's gonna pitch him. Ball one. What's up, Keep It Real? I saw the trade. I personally just don't care. You got the piece from Jair. That's cool. At the end of the day, we already said this. EDC's offseason was a flop. So EDC's offseason was a complete flop. Just an absolute waste of time. Cooper Rush flop. Jair Alexander flop. At least you got a trade. At least you got a draft pick from him. But at the end of the day, what matters most is them freeing up cap space by trading him. The clock is ticking. Tuesday is the deadline, and you better strike right there for strike one right here for Guerrero. So yeah, the deadline is coming up, and EDC better go and make a splash play. That's all I gotta say. His offseason acquisitions did not work out. He better go make a move. Ball three. Yeah, again, I'm not gonna lie. With the way Vlad's been on fire, I do not mind if they choose to walk him. I would absolutely walk him. They don't need to replace Jair. They need a pass rusher. Corner's not needed. Foul two here, so it's 3-2, full count. Oh my god, it'd be big early on if Ohtani can get Vlad out, but there's getting Vlad out is gonna take a lot. I don't know, maybe throw a change up here. Vlad's been reading and hitting everything all postseason long. Trying to hit him is gonna be just a lot. Trying to strike him out is gonna be a lot because he's been hitting everything. Full count here. 1 out, 3-2 pitch here. He got him. That's a strike. He got him. That was beautifully executed. Ohtani strikes out Guerrero, and Springer went for second. So since Springer went for second, he's in no man's land, and they're gonna get the tag out there for the third. 3 quick outs here for both teams. Max Scherzer gets it done at the top of the first. Ohtani was the only one that could get on base. It was ground out, fly out, ground out. And now here, Springer got on base. And then Lucas struck out, Guerrero struck out, and Springer got tagged out. So quick double play there. Three outs here at the bottom of the first. Scoreless game here early on in game 7. Early on, both teams. Again, I expect the pitching to do their jobs. I expect the pitching to be on point. I expect the defense to be stout for both sides. It's going to come down to offensively who's going to get the hits. Now, if you're a Blue Jays fan, your team's been getting hits all postseason long. You've been scoring all postseason long. You can definitely look to trust in your offense here. But the Dodgers, it's the complete opposite. Just being as honest as I can be, it's the complete opposite. Hasn't been a lot to trust here from the Dodgers offense. They have struggled to get hits. They've definitely struggled to get runs. They have not really scored much offensively. They've been heavily carried by their pitching staff. Their starters have done a significant job in carrying them to where they are right now. The fact that the Dodgers are in a game 7 right now is nothing short of miraculous, specifically because they have done such a poor job offensively throughout the entirety of the playoffs. It's just been that type of postseason. Last year they could hit, man. Boy, could they hit. The only concerns was their bullpen, and their bullpen ultimately showed up. Oh my god, I was late. So 1 inning down here in game 7. As I'm just gonna sit here and chill out. Didn't think I was gonna stream this, but why not? I'm really tired. Here we go. Strike one there. Max Muncy at bat here. Scherzer looking to keep things going. Again, we got to see these guys work the pitch count. They got to be patient and work the pitch count. Ball one. So it's 1-1 here. Fastball low, ball 2, 2-1 here. The urgency is high for both teams in game 7. You look to see who's going to blink first. Foul ball. 2-2 here. Got to work the pitch count here. Don't chase. And they chased. My God, they listen. These guys love to chase. At this point, I've already said it. At this point, you got to pray. They're not gonna stop chasing. They're not gonna stop chasing. They've been doing this all postseason long. This has been a great calendar year for Indiana teams. Colts, Pacers last year, and the Fever. That's good for Indiana sports. Well, Teoscar Hernandez is up, and that's going to be strike one. Teoscar loves the chase, and he's going to chase. Like I said, with this team offensively, you just got to pray. Okay, these guys have been doing nothing all year long. All postseason long, they've been doing nothing. One of the best offenses in baseball this year, yet they can't do anything in the postseason. And it's just going to chase at whatever is thrown at him. That's an easy fly out. 2 quick outs right here, and now you're just going to your third guy. Who is this now? Tommy Edman? Yep, in comes Tommy Edman now at bat. Ball one. Came close. Came close to hitting Tommy. What was that? Are you serious? He just pushed. Oh my goodness. That was garbage. 2 outs here at the top of the second. Ball two. Tommy hits it out. It is close to the wall, but it's not going to go over the wall, and that's going to be 3 quick outs here for the Dodgers. Again, like I said, everyone wants to be a hero. Everybody wants to be the one to just attack the long ball and get the home runs. When in actuality, guys, it's okay to just work the pitch count, stop chasing, and focus on line drive hits. You want to get on base. I get it. Everyone wants to hit the home runs, but everyone keeps chasing the long ball. That's not going to get it done for you, man. That's not going to get it done. It's not. You're just chasing the long ball. Everyone's chasing homers. It's not going to get it done. It's not going to get it done for you. I didn't get to change your time. That's great. Stick with this. Look at you guys. That was terrible. 2 innings in for the Dodgers, and it's the same story offensively. Let's see what happens at the bottom of the second. As a Dodgers fan, it's more the same. It just comes down to us hoping and praying that our pitching crew can hold on, because it's all up to our pitchers, man. Our hitters, our batters ain't doing anything. They haven't done anything all postseason long. They're not gonna magically catch fire here. You're asking a unit to do something they haven't done all postseason. All October long, they've been doing nothing but whiffing, chasing, and they haven't been hitting much of anything. The fact that this team's in a game 7 is nothing short of a miracle. It speaks to how great the pitching staff has been. Because there should be no reason these guys are in a game 7. With the way their offense has been playing, they should not be in a game 7. But at the end of the day, I've come to terms with whatever happens here. Again, if it's going to be much of the same, I'll just have to accept it. I can't change anything. I can't make the Dodgers hit. But everybody's chasing. It's more or less the same. Chasing, chasing, chasing. Max Muncy chasing. Teoscar Hernandez chasing. Everybody's chasing and looking for the long ball, and that's just not the answer, man. In a game like this, you just want to get on base. But it is what it is. Nothing I can do about it. Let's see what happens at the bottom of the second. Ohtani's going to get 2 good innings, excuse me. Ohtani's going to get 2 good innings. Not 2 good innings. Maybe 3 good innings, maybe 4. It just depends on how Ohtani's going to look. So Ohtani comes back on the mound here for the bottom of the second. He's going to face off against Bo Bichette. Bo is on a 4-game hitting streak right now, so he's looking to add to that here. Ball 2. Takes a strike right there. Strike 1. In these games, small ball wins 9 out of 10 times. It's a game 7, and it's just about getting on base and scoring runs. Attacking. I get the long ball. Everyone wants to be a hero and hit homers. But again, you've got to work the pitch count. You just got to get on base. Ball 3 here for Ohtani. A lot of these pitches are way too outside. Not surprised. Again, Ohtani is working on short rest. A lot of his pitches aren't going to exactly go where he wants them to go. At the end of the day, he's working the pitch count here. And that's ball 4. And he's going to get somebody on base. Yeah, Ohtani right now, early on, you're seeing some of these pitches, man. He's trying to attack. He's trying to attack the zone, and it's just these pitches aren't going where he wants them to go. One man on base. First walk of the game. Now you got Barger in, strike 1. Ball 1 there. 1-1 pitch. Ball 2. Yeah, a lot of these pitches from Ohtani, man, they're just right outside the zone. Can't even lie. This is a very difficult position for Ohtani to be in. Strike 2. 2-2. I didn't even realize. Yeah, this is wow. Hold on for a second. Let me see if I can. All right, here comes a 2-2 pitch here. No outs. And that's going to be out there. Ball 3, full count. Full count. You don't want to get 2 guys on base here. So Ohtani's got to get the strikeout here. That's a base hit. So that's going to be a single here. You got a man on first and a man on second. And this is where you got to be careful. Early on, you can see the offense coming alive here for the Blue Jays. Again, I know the Blue Jays are going to get on base and they're going to hit. It's going to be a lot of survival for the Dodgers. Again, I will not be surprised if you start seeing the offense just go off here. It wouldn't shock me or anybody else. It's going to essentially be that way. The Dodgers have been running on fumes and surviving just off of bravado at this point. So I wouldn't be surprised. Took a lot of coming to terms here with the circumstance we find ourselves in. But like I said, if the offense is not going to show up in the final game of the season, then they deserve to lose. Alejandro Kirk is up right now. Strike 1. Oh, crap. That's a pop-up. And Freeman's got 1. Nobody moved. 1 out here. Pop fly. If you can get a double play here to end the inning, it'd be great. Ohtani, you're going to try to get... I think we could try to see... If we can get out of this quickly, it'd be good. So you can try to get 3, maybe 4 innings of Ohtani. You can't play him for long. You've got plenty of individuals to play here. You just can't play him for long. Now you got Dalton Varsho up. So got to be careful with him. Strike 1. That's a generous call. That's outside the zone. Ball 1. 1-1 pitch. Ball 2. Oh, they're going to say strike 2. Again, the umpire is being generous. That looked like it was outside the zone, but they're going to give it to Ohtani. That's being generous. That... Oh, no. There we go. Ball 2. And even count here? Ah, man. It took a lot of thinking, man. I've come to terms with whatever happens here in Game 7. If the Dodgers win, we'll celebrate. If not, I'll congratulate the Blue Jays on their title because I'll be happy for Vlad because he'll be able to give a ring to his dad. Fly ball to right field here. Ball's not going to go. 2 outs here. If they can get out of this cleanly, it'd be good for them. You know, just, again, Ohtani is going to give you maybe 3 innings. And now Ernie Clement's coming up. And Ernie Clement, again, he's had a great postseason. He's been pretty solid for them here, pretty good in the World Series. Glass now is probably going to come in for Ohtani. I don't know how many innings they plan to give Ohtani. I'm thinking 3, but Glass now is probably going to come in relatively soon. Foul right there. And that is a base hit, and now you have bases loaded here. So bases loaded here. Bases are loaded here. If Bichette could run, they would have already been able to score. But Bichette is hurt right now. He can't run. Yeah, he would have been able to run. If Bichette could run, be good. So, again, this is probably it for Ohtani. They're going to have to get 2 innings out of him. He's giving up a bunch of hits right now, and they're at the verge of scoring. If Ohtani can get out of this, that would be miraculous. If Ohtani can get out of this, it would be miraculous. It'd be fantastic for the Dodgers to get Ohtani out of here. You got 2 innings out of him. You bring in Glass now. So now you got Jimenez coming in, and you know this guy can hit. A base hit here could potentially be a 2-run advantage early on here. So Ohtani's going to have to be careful with how he pitches. He can't walk anybody, so he's got to get him out. He's got to get him out. This is where you get the first pressure of Game 7 here at the bottom of the second. And this is where you've got to look and say, hey, man, Ohtani, you get out of this inning, you're done pitching for the day. At that point, I'd bring in Glass now because Ohtani's up to 38 pitches. Ohtani's got to get out of this, man. If not, the Blue Jays take their first lead of the game. Bases loaded. Here comes the first pitch. Ball 1. And again, Ohtani, you cannot afford to walk him here. I would not be surprised if they score here. Bases loaded. Ohtani looks gassed already because, again, he's on short rest. He didn't really have much of any. Strike 1 right there. It's going to take a lot, Ohtani. This is the first test here, and you got to see if Ohtani can step up to the plate and get out of this jam right now. He does that. I'm bringing in Glass now for the 3rd inning because I don't need to keep Ohtani here to do 3+ innings. Strike 2. Ohtani, if he can get out of this jam, bases loaded, 2 strikeouts here. Can Ohtani get out of this? Foul ball right there to keep this alive. It'll stay at 1-2. Bases loaded, 1-2 pitch here. Ohtani got out of it. First big test of the game, and Ohtani gets out of it. He strikes out Jimenez. And we will remain scoreless at the bottom of... We'll remain scoreless after 2 innings. That's it for Ohtani. You got 2 solid innings out of Ohtani. I would not mind if you decide to pull him here, but Shohei Ohtani in Game 7 answering the call. Sam, no. You with 2 there's okay, Sam, so here's the thing. There's 3 outs in each inning. There's 3 outs. You cannot bunt because here's the thing with a bunt. A bunt is basically a sacrifice. So if you bunt the ball, you're sacrificing yourself to go to first. You're going to get out to allow somebody to score. He can't bunt with 2 outs. You cannot bunt with 2 outs. You cannot bunt with 2 outs because, again, if you bunt, the person's basically sacrificing him. That's an out. That makes 3 outs. The person's not going to get to home. You only really bunt when you have, if you have somebody at second. If you have somebody at second, so let's say somebody comes out and gets a double, right? So they hit the ball, they go to first and second. That second person comes in, there's 0 outs. With 0 outs, you can bunt because a bunt is basically a sacrifice. You're sacrificing yourself to essentially allow your teammate to move forward. So you can't bunt in that situation with 2 outs because that's essentially just giving up the inning at that point. So no, he couldn't have bunted in that situation. There's only 2 ways they would have been able to score in that situation. He gets a base hit, or he gets 4 ball pitches, which means he's going to walk to first base, and the Blue Jays score a run. So first big test there for the Dodgers, and the Dodgers respond. Shohei Ohtani with his first big test of the game. Bases loaded, and he gets out of that pinch. Okay, got it. No problem, man. No problem. I'm not this huge baseball guru, but I do have an understanding of the game. The only time you're gonna bunt in those situations again is someone's at second, no outs, someone's at second base, and you're trying to get them to third. You can also choose the bunt if you have 1 out as well. So like no outs or 1 out. If it's like you only do that in the situation if it's 1 out. You would be doing that in a late game situation, maybe the 8th or 9th inning when you're trying to score to take the lead or potentially try to win the game. You're in scoring position or in extra innings. You're in scoring position because you got someone at second. You bunt the ball to get them to third because all you'll need at that point is a base hit and you win the game. That's a walk-off. So that's if you're trying to do that or if you're trying to take the lead. So if it's like 8th or 9th inning, you're trying to take the lead, you have someone at second, no outs, or even 1 out, you could choose to bunt the ball there to get somebody to third base, so that they'll be set up to potentially score if you get a base hit. But 2 innings down, scoreless here in Game 7. Shohei Ohtani got out of a nasty pinch, and Max Scherzer's back out there on the mound for the Blue Jays. Meanwhile, Kike Hernandez is out there. We're going to start with a strike. Strike 1 there on Kike Hernandez. Again, these guys love to reach. Come on, LA, win it for America. America doesn't love the Dodgers. We're seen as the evil empire, just like the Yankees. So no, I'm not even joking. They're not America's team. This isn't a whole thing where it's like, oh yeah, they're doing this for America. No, people would rather choose the Blue Jays to win than pick the Dodgers. We're like the Yankees. We're the evil empire. High fly ball from Kike Hernandez, but it's not going to be enough. It's a fly out here, 1 out. And again, these guys, it's the same story with the Dodgers. What happened to just looking for base hits? All these I've never seen this many flyouts and pop outs from the Dodgers. It's like everybody's looking for the long ball instead of looking to get on base. What happened to these line drive hits? Nobody's looking to get on base. Everybody's looking to be a hero. That's not going to win you the World Series. So here we go. Now you have Rojas out there. Strike 1. So Rojas will be up, and then Shohei Ohtani will come next. And the Blue Jays have already shown their tactic. If there's a man on base, they're going to walk Shohei. If there's no man on base, they're willing to pitch to Shohei. So ultimately, it depends on that. Strike 2 here. That's a foul ball right there. 0-2 pitch here for Rojas. Rojas has essentially done nothing offensively, but he made several defensive plays. So that was a good thing to see. Ohtani's the only one that's gotten a base hit here so far for the Dodgers. So take that as you will. But 0-2 here. You need something from these guys. Ball 1. But yeah, these guys, other than Shohei, no one else has hit anything today. So we're at the top of the 3rd here. Both teams are still fighting. It's Game 7 of the World Series, and everything's on the line. And Rojas goes down swinging. Again, it's the same story with the Dodgers, bro. I know people think they're gonna magically start hitting. They have been awful hitting the ball in this postseason. They've been terrible hitting the ball. It's been awful to watch them play. Offensively, they've been horrible this postseason. The Reds game was the Reds series in the wild card round is the only time they looked good offensively. They've been poor every other time. They've been poor every other time. Lucas with an amazing catch right there. And that's going to be 3 quick outs. Ohtani hit it clean. But Lucas makes the catch, man. That's a tough one. That could have hit the wall and it would have been a double. So 3 quick outs here. Again, the Dodgers offense is doing virtually nothing. We know what it's going to be. Dodgers offense does nothing. We have to rely on the pitching 12 times over in order to get anything going. I'm not sitting here surprised or mad or anything. This is what the Dodgers have been all postseason long. I'm not surprised. It's just quick innings after quick innings. This game is going to go by so quickly because the Dodgers actively cannot score. They can't score. And since the Dodgers can't score, it comes down to their elite pitching. And if their elite pitching shows up, it's going to be a low-scoring game here in Game 7. But you already saw they nearly broke through in at the bottom of the second. Oh, Sam, you're rooting for the Blue Jays? Is that your team? Well, best of luck to you, man. Not my team. The one I just chose between the two. Oh, okay. I don't know if Otani's gonna go out there for the third. It depends on how they're gonna choose to go out this. Otani got out of that pinch. But I don't know if they're gonna stick with it. Oh, so you're a Cleveland guy. Um, and when Cleveland was out, you were rooting for Seattle. Okay. So we remain scoreless heading into the bottom of the third. Otani's back out there for a third inning, so it looks like they are going to give him 3 innings like I suspected. But someone's going to have to start warming up. Maybe Glass now. I like how Show is just different, so he gets rules that are different for him. Normally, a pitcher would not take. You don't give a pitcher this much time to warm up in between, well, just before he heads to the mound. But because Shohei's different, I he's playing both sides. Not to mention he literally just was at bat. So because of that, They give him time to warm up because he just batted. So now he gets a chance to briefly warm up as he takes the mound again to pitch here. Welcome to the bottom of the third. And a foul ball here on Springer because we are now back to the top of the lineup. Springer I got the base hit here to kick things off for the Blue Jays at the bottom of the first. Looking to get another base hit here. That's strike two, and dang, look, every swing Springer takes, you can actively see him wincing. He's really hurt, and he's just fighting through it. It's game 7, final game of the season. You live with it. This is for a chance to win a championship. You put everything on the line, so you got to give the guy credit for that. 0-2 pitch here. He fouled that one off, and I'm surprised. Springer's just saying, I'm going for it. I can't afford to hesitate here. I'm going to swing at everything that's coming my direction. I respect it. He got on base the first time. Let's see if he can get on base this time. 0-2 pitch. Ohtani throws it outside. It's going to be ball 1. Robleski's. Okay, I thought they were going to get... You know what? Let's see how they're going to go. They got somebody warming up right now in the bullpen. That's a base hit for Springer, and Springer's 2 for 2. Springer cannot stop hitting. That's exactly what they need. They're getting the energy from Springer. Can they continue this pace? Springer both times facing off against Ohtani, and he gets a base hit. And you got to give the dude credit, man. I mean, he's dealing with injuries. He's fighting through it, and he's still finding a way to get a hit to get hit and get on base. All right, so Nathan Lucas is up now. He's 0 for 1 so far, and you're going to get a bunt. So that's going to be an out right there to move Springer into scoring position. So that's going to be 1 out right there to get Springer into scoring position because Vlad is coming up. So that's what I was talking about with the bunting. If you want to get somebody further into position, you essentially do that. So that's essentially what I was talking about when it comes to bunting. So now you got Vlad in. A strong base hit from Vlad is going to give Toronto the first score of the game. And now Springer is in scoring position. So all you need is a base hit. You get a base hit from Vlad. And the Blue Jays are going to take the lead in this game. And Ohtani, again, I believe you. After the way the second inning went, I just did not believe he should have came back out there for the third. But again, I don't make the calls. At the end of the day, you live with whatever result happens. And they're just going to walk Vlad. They're not going to take the risk. They're just going to walk Vlad. And they're going to walk Vlad specifically because they have a chance of the double play. At the end of the day, I don't think you just want to pitch to Vlad. Now Springer's at third. You just intentionally walk him. They should have done that from the beginning. So now you get Bo in here. A base hit from Bo gives them the lead. So let's see what happens here. I've already come to terms with how this game is going to go. And that is a homer, 3-run homer here. The Blue Jays take a 3-run lead, and I can tell you right now that's game. First home run for Bo. The Blue Jays are going to win the World Series. Our offense can't hit. The game's over. Game is over. I want to congratulate the Blue Jays on winning the first World Series they've had since 1993. Game's over. Game is over. I don't even need to pretend. Game's over. Our offense can't hit. Game's over. 3-run homer. Game's over. So I don't need to pretend. I don't need to act. I already told y'all I've come to terms. That's game. And Ohtani's done for the day. So that's game over right there. He gave up a 3-run homer. That's game. So I'm going to congratulate the Blue Jays on winning the World Series. At this point, you got to hope for a miracle, but the Blue Jays are going to win the World Series. It's over. I've actively said our offense can't score. We knew giving up a 3-run homer right there, a fastball right up the middle. I don't know what the hell Shohei was thinking there, and that is going to be the World Series. That's game. So congratulations, Vlad is going to finally get that championship here. He's going to get that championship for his father. He's going to be able to give him that ring. And Ohtani, they're going to talk about this tomorrow, man. The best player in the game makes the mistake, and And it was a mistake that could potentially cost the team the championship. That's game. I could shut this live stream off right now. That's game. I might do that too. I'd rather go get some food to eat. But that's game. Congratulations to the Blue Jays. As a Dodgers fan, I'm required to have hope, but our offense can't score. We cannot score offensively. We all know our offense can't score. That's why you can't give up a home run there. So Ohtani gives up the home run. Game's over. Game's over. So it is what it is. Had a chance to repeat. Your offense doesn't show up. You got to live with the result. We all knew the pitching had to be perfect. Dave Roberts, again, makes the mistake. Ohtani looked gassed at the end of the second. I wouldn't have put him in for the third. I thought you should have probably taken him out at that point. Dave Roberts kept him in a bit too long, and you end up getting a base hit. You get a base hit, a wild pitch that leads Springer to get to third, and then you walk Vlad, and Bo gets a clean look, a meatball up the middle, and he just homers it. So that's ultimately going to be game. I'm sure the Dodgers are going to look to fight back to try to get back into this, but there's still plenty of opportunities left. It's only the third inning here, but the problem is the Dodgers can't score. They haven't been able to score all postseason long. So for me to just assume they're gonna magically score, nah. I'm gonna keep hope alive, of course. As a Dodgers fan, I keep hope alive. That's why it's here. But um, it's probably game here. I could easily just end the live stream now, and then we could just go about our night. I suspected something like this was gonna happen, and my worst fears came to fruition, and yeah, that's ultimately what happened. I would have taken Ohtani out earlier, but they chose to keep him in, and you're gonna live with it. 3-run homer, that's probably gonna cost the Dodgers the World Series. You know, I would love to see the Dodgers offense do something, but they haven't done anything. They've done nothing. And that's where my frustrations comes in with the Dodgers all postseason long. They can't score. One of the best offenses in baseball can't score. They can't score. The Dodgers have had 7 solo home runs, one 2-run homer, 0 3-run homers, and 0 grand slams. They can't hit, and they certainly can't hit with men on base. So it's essentially over for the Dodgers. Maybe the pitching crew locks things up or whatever. I don't know. Another base hit. I mean, it's a wrap. I'm about to turn this off. I'm about to really turn this off. I at this point, I'll turn this back on for the post game, I guess. But I'm about to really turn this off. I'm about to finish this off, bro. It's a wrap, bro. Blue Jays are just gonna smoke us out the building, and that's just how it's gonna be. Congrats on forcing Game 7, but you're going to lose, and you're going to lose badly. Hey, you know, it is what it is. Dude, Sam, it's not even about the most important thing. They are who they are. They haven't hit well all postseason. It's not like this is a disappearing act that happened in Game 7. Go look at their hitters throughout the postseason. They can't score. They can't hit. This is how it's been all postseason. The only reason they're sitting here right now is because of their elite pitching crew. Their elite, another base, another hit. Tommy Edman at least makes the stop there. So it's going to be 2 outs. But again, it's just been the same thing. So it's not even like, oh, the most important game of the series, all of a sudden they're pulling a no-show. No, they're just being who they've been all postseason. A unit that can't hit the ball. So if they've been like this all postseason long, I can't get mad when they're not doing anything in Game 7 because, again, they've been like this all postseason long. I can't pretend like they're showing me anything different. The Dodgers have been like this the entire postseason. Go look at how everybody's hitting throughout the postseason. Their numbers are down across the charts. Things got so bad, they've had to mix up the lineups multiple times. Pages was so terrible, they just benched him. Pages was so terrible, they benched him. They got tired of it. They benched him. Mookie went from batting second to batting third to batting fourth. I mean, they brought in Cole. Alex Cole came in. He was terrible, so they have to bring in Miguel Rojas. And Rojas hasn't hit anything in the World Series either. They can't hit. They actively cannot hit. So essentially, you're dealing with a group of individuals that can't hit and can't score. You can't win that way. Yes, they were one of the best offenses in baseball this year, but they walked into the postseason unable to hit a baseball. The only time they were able to score was against the Reds in the wild card round. That's it. End of the third inning, 3-run homer gives the Blue Jays a 3-run lead here, and now you got to rely on a group of Dodger hitters that can't do anything. And ultimately, as a Dodgers fan, you keep up hope because that's what I have. I'm absolutely required to keep up hope. But realistically, a group of guys that can't hit the baseball, they're gonna magically do what they're doing. Here we are, the big dance. The big dance is over, dude. The big dance is over. I would love for them to prove me wrong because I've been begging them to prove me wrong all postseason, but they can't hit. Couldn't hit against the Phillies. Couldn't hit against the Brewers. Can't hit against the Blue Jays. 2 games the entire postseason. Keep in mind, they played 2 games in the wild card round. They played 4 games in the divisional round, 4 games in the NLCS, and then they played 7 games now in the World Series. Of all the postseason games the Dodgers have played, 2 times they have gotten more than 5 runs. Twice. Game 1 against the Reds in the wild card round, and Game 3, an 18-inning performance where they beat the Blue Jays 6-5. Those are the only 2 times when the offense has been good. And that one with Game 3, it took you 18 innings to get 6 runs. No, I'm not giving you the benefit of the doubt. The Dodgers offense has been terrible through and through. They've been awful through and through. They still got to fight back. There's still plenty of opportunities. It's only been 3 innings. They're not out of it just yet. But dude, when you can't hit, you can't hit. Do you know how difficult it is to hit a baseball? It's so difficult to hit a baseball. And if you're in this much of a slump throughout the postseason, you're not going to magically wake up and your batters are going to hit everything. Nope. It's again, I know we like to constantly make comparisons between sports, but we can't always compare it to the Ravens in football. Hitting a baseball is drastically different than guys just making tackles or guys holding on to the football. It's an entirely different thing. You know how hard it is to hit a baseball? Do you know how hard it is to hit a baseball? If you're slightly off on your routine, if you're slightly off within the rhythm of those pitches, if you're slightly off with anything, you can't hit. I know we always want to try to make these comparisons. It's not similar to the Bills and the Ravens. It's not. The Blue Jays, no, not the Blue Jays. The Dodgers being unable to score offensively is not the same as the Ravens or Bills. That would be like that. Essentially, they'd be the 07 Giants. They'd be the 2011 Giants. They would have to be where you're just being carried by your defense. Your offense can't really score. You're being carried by your defense because this team has been carried by their defense and their pitching. And again, everyone keeps saying the Kendrick versus Drake baseball edition. It's not. Kendrick's had no. Just because Kendrick's from LA and Drake's from Toronto does not mean the baseball teams going at it is the same. It's not. Okay? It's not. Drake's been, active with this because Drake's involved with everything Toronto. You haven't heard a peep from Kendrick, so it's not the same. And Will Smith. Will Smith starts this off with a double off the top of the hole. Nearly hit a home run there, so that would have been cool. But he does not hit a home run. Will Smith, I'll say this. There's been a Shohei Ohtani, Will Smith, Freddie Freeman. Those 3 have been great. The only other person that you may look at and say you've had a moment or 2 here from Tommy Edman, a moment or 2 here from Kike Hernandez. There's not a lot, okay? It's just been, it hasn't been much of anything. So it was a double. You start off here with a double from Will Smith, who's been pretty good in the World Series. And now you got Freddie up, and he's going to take strike 1. Again, it's the World Series. You would at least hope one of the best offenses in baseball would show up. They have not shown up the entirety of the postseason. It has been a damn shame, and it's a miracle that they're in Game 7 right now. It's an actual miracle. It's a legitimate miracle that these guys are here. I don't know how they're in the World Series playing like this. I don't even know how they're in Game 7 playing like this. They really shouldn't be in Game 7 playing like this. They've been awful offensively for their standards. 1-1 pitch here. Freddie Freeman with a base hit, and that could potentially get Will Smith to third. So you got one man on first, another man on third. Will hits, and then Freddie hits. Got to see if this offense can wake up. So you got Freddie on first, you've got Will on third. That was so close. If it would have hit the top of the wall, that's a home run. If it would have hit the top of the run, it's a home run, but it is not. And now Freddie Freeman gets a base hit. Again, everyone's so focused on getting these homers. We need lane drive hits. Here comes Mookie Betts. Can Mookie Betts give us a base hit? Ball one. He did not go. Ball one. Like, it's game 7 of the World Series. Can your offense please show up and do something? Please? At least look like you care. Well, I'm not even going to say they don't care. They just can't hit. They're all ice cold right now. Strike one. So I can't even, I'm not going to pretend like this is a thing where they just can't hit. Everybody's just so ice cold hitting the ball. And it's so difficult to hit a baseball. If you're off by any slight metrum, you're done. It's so difficult to hit a baseball. And Mookie's going to fly this out. 3 guys are looking for it. And Will Smith's going to stay back at third. And it's just a fly out. Again, you have an opportunity here. Yeah, everybody's made the Will Smith everyone's made the Will Smith actor's reference. Everyone does that every time. You're not the first one, Sam. Everyone's made that reference 15,000 times. Will himself has heard it 1,000,000 times. So yes, everybody's made that reference. 2 men on base, 1 out here. Here comes Teoscar Hernandez, who could tie this game up. Oh, sorry, not Teoscar. Max Muncy, then Teoscar. Here comes Muncy. He's been terrible in the World Series. He's batting a 120 average, man. This is crazy. Don't need a homer. Could use a base hit here. 1 out. And it's a foul ball by Max Muncy. Ay. I really thought it was going to be a situation where we were going to run guys for outs, but like, we're putting out Dominguez now. I just don't trust this right now. 0-1 pitch here. Ball 1. Like, everybody's looking for these huge home runs. We need base hits. Like, Freddie and Will have been doing this consistently, but we have not been seeing this from anybody. Will, seriously, Shohei Ohtani, Freddie Freeman, Will Smith, they're exempt, man. They've done what they've needed to do in the World Series. It's everybody else that hasn't done their job. Andy Paz was so terrible, he got benched. Tommy Edman's not doing anything offensively. Teoscar and Kike have been struggling. Though Kike is going to be the 4th person I say has actually been doing relatively. He's been doing something. I'll give Kike some credit. But it's just a good chunk of your lineup not doing anything. Ball 3 here. If we can get bases loaded, you have a shot to do something here. Bases loaded to bring up Teoscar. Oh, God. Three-one pitch here. If we could get Muncy the walk, that'll be bases loaded. And he fouled it. Full count. Watch him chase. Muncy's going to chase. Muncy's going to chase. Scherzer knows Muncy's going to chase. Muncy's going to chase. Muncy's going to chase. Muncy's going to chase and whiff. He chased, and he was so lucky it hit the bat foul. Scherzer knew he was going to chase. It was this close, foul. He knows Muncy's going to chase. He knows he's going to chase. He's not... Oh my God, he knows he's going to chase. 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 He's going to get the strikeout here. He's going to get the strikeout here. He knows he's going to chase. He knows he's going to chase. Oh my God, he knows Max is going to chase. Max loves to chase. Teoscar loves to chase. Kike loves to chase. He's going to chase here, and it's going to be 2 outs. You have 2 men on base. You have a chance to put some points on the board, and he's going to chase. Oh my God, he didn't chase. Holy crap, he didn't chase. Jaden Daniels playing tomorrow. No Terry McLaurin. He's out again. Oh my God, he didn't chase. Bases loaded. Teoscar Hernandez up. Dog, we just need a base hit. We just need a base hit. If we could cut into this, we still have a chance. I've got to hope for something because my offense has not shown up all postseason long. This isn't me just reacting from one game. They haven't shown up the entirety of the postseason. Teoscar, please. Teoscar, all you gotta do is be patient, dude. They know you love to whip. They know you love to chase. Be patient. Work the pitch count. Be patient and work the pitch count. I swear to God, Teoscar, do not go out here swinging. Ball one. Here's the second pitch from Scherzer. Please. He's out, but Will Smith's gonna score. Will Smith is in the score. You'll take something. Teoscar is out, but Will Smith is in the score. 1 run. I'll take something. I'll take something. I'll take something. A diving catch is amazing right there. You know these guys won a World Series, man. That's an amazing catch. But Will Smith's gonna score. You'll take something, man. Maybe they can bite into this, man. You need a good hit here. You get a good hit, you have a chance to tie this up. Damn, Varshaw. If that would have landed, that's 2 runs right there. If that lands, it's 2 runs. Here comes Tommy Edman. Tommy, we need something here, man. Ball 1. Of course, Dave Roberts said he had a feeling about Tommy. Okay, had a feeling. Go hit a homer right now, Tommy. You ain't done that the entire. Go hit a home run right now, Tommy Edman. I have a feeling about Tommy. All right, go do something. Go hit. Get a base hit. Ball 2. Of course. Of course. Of course! Of course. We can't hit a damn thing! I'll be back. You bases loaded, you get 1 run. It's just a waste. already accepted it. I just can't keep spelling. I just already accepted it. Bases loaded. You have an opportunity to potentially tie this game. You get 1 run out of it. And this is the team y'all cried and whined and complained about. I hate being in this position. Dodgers win, they ruin baseball. Dodgers lose, they choke artists. They can't win no matter what. When you're seen as one of those teams, and he hit him. They said he didn't hit him. That came very close to hitting him. That came incredibly close to hitting him. Ain't nobody tell you to put the tag right there. This better be the right size. And now we actually hit him. What is he doing, bro? And now we're fighting in Game 7. And now we're fighting in Game 7. And now the benches have cleared. That's great. That's great. That's exactly what we need right now in the Game 7. That's one way to fire people up. And now Max Muncy's talking, and now everybody's coming out. Everybody's coming out. Dude, John, it's what they always say when the Dodgers do, because we spend all this money. We're the evil empire. We always spend this money. We've spent far much more money than everybody else. They say that about the Dodgers and the Yankees. When the Dodgers and the Yankees win, oh, they're ruining baseball. When the Dodgers and Yankees lose, they're choke artists. They spent a decade mocking us for losing, a decade of underperforming and choking when we've had 100+ win seasons. Spent a decade of calling us choke artists and laughing at us and making fun of us. You win that ring during the pandemic time, and they called it a bubble ring, a pandemic ring. We don't count that ring. We get Ohtani, we win a championship last year, we bought our ring. No matter what we do, it don't matter. We're always going to be the villains. There's nothing we could do about it. Boo-hoo, us. Nobody cares. So be it. It's Game 7. Emotions are high, and he just hit him with the pitch. Because why not? Why not, right? Just looking to get back into this game, man. Let's just get this game going, man. Let's move on from this. Great. I can't even. Let's just get this going. The man's already walked to first. Get off the field, and let's keep this going, bro. And if Buddy's going to be out here pitching like that, bro, just go sit down. Like I said, I'm already over all of this, bro. I've come to terms. You don't want to show up offensively. You're just not going to win. Yes, there's still plenty of time, but look at the crap that's happening now. Now your pitcher's hitting one of their guys. It's the World Series. Why are you pitching that erratically? How are you pitching that erratically in this moment? What's wrong with you? Great. Now they're still looking to determine whether or not they're going to toss our pitcher here. Let's get back to the game. Let's get this over with. I can already tell how this game's going to go. All right, who's up next, man? Let's just get this over with. Who's up next? God, it took forever to just try to get this open. I'm trying to make the replacement here. Okay, this actually looks to be the right one this time. I don't need all this extra stuff, bro. Just let me. All right, here we go. Springer's up right now. He's already 2 for 2. Ball 1. Look at these erratic pitches. You've already pissed everybody off. Oh look, another base hit. I'm so surprised. You've got them fired up. The crowd's in it. Meanwhile, the Dodgers are just looking around like idiots, stumped. Don't know what to do at this point. They're gonna score again. They're gonna score again. Unless you can get a double play, they're gonna score again. Get him out! Again, I thought the plan was let's use our starters. You give 2 innings, yeah, you gave 2 innings to Ohtani, maybe 3. You go get Glass now. Why the hell did you even try this dude? Just use your starters. This is game 7 of the World Series. Use your starters. The hell are you putting this kid in for? Got him warming up like he's not about to just fold again. Having a blast. Having a fun time. Aren't you guys having a fun time? Of course, you're rooting for the Blue Jays. Already come to terms with this, man. I'm just ready for this to be ending. What's gonna be his last hitter? No one wants to test out. You don't want to throw this dude out there to go up against Vlad. 7 hits for the Blue Jays. We're doing such a great job, guys. 7 hits for the Blue Jays. Just hand them the trophy already. Way to play, guys. Good job, everybody. Good job. Way to go. 7 hits already. Way to frickin' go. Guys are doing lovely out here, by the way. Just absolutely lovely. Let's actually see if I can use my... Yeah, it's time to switch things out for a second. I've had the Luffy one for a while. Let me use the Zoro one. Every time with my teams, bro. Strike 2. Yep, finally got the right ones. All right. We can hold off on the rest of these. I got 2 more of these and everything else to clean up. I'm doing good. I'm chilling, man. I am fine. Got my other 2 cases here. Or not cases, but protectors here. It's rocking in that stadium. Their moments of, man, we're in the 4th inning. There's still way too much opportunities left. It's a long game here. Strike 3. That's gonna be 2 outs. Hopefully this kid can get out of this inning and we can just go to the get him out now and just bring in Glass now for the next 3 innings. Dodgers better win this game. Good luck with that, dude. They can't hit. They haven't been able to hit all postseason long, so we'll good luck with trying to see them hit. Man, this is torture. This is torture. They've played like this all season long, bro. Can we just get one of these games where the offense freaking shows up? All season long they're playing like this, man. Come on. It's ridiculous. Can you show up for once and play like you care? And I know they care, but damn! How do you go from one of the best offenses in the regular season to one of the worst offenses in the postseason? Glass now is up the pitch now. He should have been at the beginning. He should have been in the third inning. I don't know why you didn't put him into the third. Ohtani was gassed after the second one, and we don't put in Glass now. What is the decision here? High pitch here from Glass now, ball one. Two guys on base right now, 2 outs. You got to find a way to get Vlad. At this point, I just walk him because I don't trust any of our pitchers other than Yamamoto to get him out. Glass now makes a mistake, and that let that pitch go a bit too high. Vlad's hitting that. Let that pitch go a bit too high. Vlad's hitting it out of the freaking park, and it's going to be 6-1 Blue Jays. Ball two. Three one here. At this point, they're just going to walk him. If there's a real fear for Vlad because he's been hitting everything. So there's a real fear to just pitch him. Glasnow's about to just walk Guerrero. Don't see a reason to throw him any kind of fastball. So Vlad's going to walk to first, and bases are going to be loaded. He's not throwing him anything. A base hit here ends this. I'm surprised he gave him a fastball. It hanged up just a bit too much. And that's just going to be it. Glasnow got him out the inning. I'm surprised that they threw anything inside the zone for Vlad. And he took a chance. It was just a little bit late with that hit. It's going to be a fly out, top of the fifth. It remains 3-1 as the Dodgers offense, or whatever you call that, comes back on the field. It's just I don't know who's coming up next. I think it's Kike Hernandez, and then Miguel Rojas, and then we're back to Shohei at the top. Oh my God. It's been like this all season long. I was hopeful and I was praying, and I know there's still plenty of opportunities left, but I was just thinking maybe they would actually show up, man. Oh my God. Nine 38. On commercial right now. I think someone asked it early on because I know everyone brought it up. Yes, I know someone brought it up earlier. Yes, I did see the trade. Jair Alexander has been traded to the Philadelphia Eagles. The Ravens get back. They traded away Jair Alexander in the 2027 pick to get a 20. I think it was like 2027 7-round pick to get like a 2026 6-round pick. I don't really care for the trade. Jair has done virtually nothing here. First of all, EDC is gonna get a fat F for this offseason. His offseason was complete garbage. You went and got Cooper Rush, who was complete trash. He doesn't fit your system. So that was a wash. You got Jair, who again, it was a low risk type of thing, but still, wash. D Hop has been fine, so I guess that was a good thing. But those were pretty much his main acquisitions. Other than that, the draft picks will age over the years. I'm not gonna really, grade these draft. What's going on, Legendary? I won't grade the draft picks until we see how they continue to develop. Because against the Bears, Mike Green got his first career sack, and then on Thursday night against the Dolphins, Malachi Stark got his first career interception. So it's kind of tough right now to grade the rookies. And also, you got Teddy Buchanan's been great. He was actually what, AFC Defensive Rookie of the Month. So that was cool for him. Either way, again, I gotta see what these rookies do as things go on. So I'm not really gonna look to grade his draft picks. But in terms of his free agency, it's been awful. His offseason moves, awful. So it's up to EDC to make up for it. They traded Jair, which again is fine. They only had him for 1 year. Look at this. Look at Kike Hernandez chasing. Doesn't stop chasing. Max Scherzer's going to get him out of here real quick. Nothing but chases. Chasing. Wasting our time. Chasing. Chase. Chase again so you go out. It's always chasing with these guys. The entire postseason. Nothing but chasing. Everybody's trying to be a hero. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's gonna come down to what he does now before the trade deadline. Today is Saturday. He has 3 days left. Tomorrow, Monday, and then Tuesday by the deadline. So we're gonna have to see. We are gonna have to see. Oh, look, he did it again. Strikeout. Well done, Kike. He's not even throwing in the zone, and you keep chasing. Way to go. You've been doing it all postseason long. And when it doesn't work out, guess what? You get this as the result. The umpire's been garbage the entire World Series. Not even going to get mad at this point. Here comes Rojas, who has done virtually nothing. No, it doesn't matter. You put Pages there, nothing. Call there, nothing. Rojas there, nothing. Why even bother? I want this to be over. I want this to actively be over. Oh my God, Rojas did something. That's his first hit of the World Series. And now they're going to have to make a decision. Do they walk Shohei Ohtani or do they pitch to him? Eagles might be better now, and Jair will be able to play his former team, Green Bay. I mean, I can't say if he's going to be better or worse because he actively wasn't playing. He was healthy scratches. And when he was on the field, he didn't play well. So I can't just automatically assume that Jair Alexander is going to ball out for the Eagles. We have no idea how he's going to look against Philadelphia. I'm looking at Philadelphia system. For all we know, Jair might actually be cooked. And even if he plays well, is he going to be healthy? And guess what? Max Scherzer's out. They bring in your Savage. We're cooked. They can't hit against that kid. Max Scherzer has done his job. His final time at the mound here for this season. It might be his final time of his career. He's 41 years old. But he's a psychopath. He might play. He might keep playing. I don't know. So, I don't know if Jair's going to work out for the Eagles. I don't even know if he's going to play, and I don't know if he's going to stay healthy. The fact that the Ravens were willing to do this move just showcases that he may not be the commodity that the Eagles are expecting him to be. But hey, that's Philadelphia's problem now. I wish Jair the best of luck. I hope it works out for him. I hope he gets an opportunity to play, and I hope he plays well in the Eagles system. But Ravens flock's going to remember Jair's short, brief moment here as a Raven, and it was obviously disastrous. The Ravens have made a lot of disastrous moves over the last few years that just haven't worked out. And that's where you do have to look at EDC. He's drafted well. But honestly, in terms of his free agency, his offseason moves, things haven't gone well. He chose to move off of Kevin Zeitler and decided, I'm going to go young with the offensive line, but he didn't do much to really address the offensive line. Hence, the offensive line being what it is. So, he does that. And then he doesn't really work to address the D-line. We said this all throughout the offseason last year. You've got to address the trenches. What cost us last year was us not addressing the trenches. We couldn't generate pass rushing consistently, and our offensive line wasn't as strong as it needed to be. So you had to address the trenches. They didn't address the trenches. They did a half-ass attempt at addressing the trenches, and that's why you got an offensive line in which the guard play is trash, and the D-line that is soft as tissue paper and can't really generate any sort of legitimate pressure or a pass rush. That's why you got Kyle Hamilton in the box blitzing. So EDC, you can't fix both because he's not going to be able to fix both. But EDC has 3 days. He has 3 days. Go get somebody for the D-line. He has 3 days. Go get somebody for the D-line. I'm dead serious. Go get somebody for the D-line. Go get somebody for the D-line. He's got 3 days. First pitch here. Now they got Varlin in, and Ohtani fouls out the first pitch here. That was a foul right there because Ohtani fouled it off. Of course. All right, here comes the next pitch. And he gets a strikeout. Strikeout. He gets a strike two right there on Ohtani because Ohtani went for it. 0-2 here for Ohtani. I'm ready for this torture to be over. And we'll just go back. I'm legit, just ready for this to be over. 0-2 here for Ohtani. Third time at bat. Ohtani got a base hit. And that's going to move Will Smith to second. Will Smith to second. Shohei to first. So Shohei now is 2 of 3. Oh, wow. Seriously, Shohei, Will Smith, Freddie Freeman, you guys have done your jobs. I got nothing to say to you guys. You have done everything right. Whatever happens down the stretch, we lose this game, you guys are not at fault. You've done your job. I'm looking at specific guys that done nothing. Will Smith gets a good hit here. You can potentially get back in this. This damn umpire has been so freaking generous with some of these awful calls. I don't care. Ball one. I don't care. I don't care. One here. That's a fly out. And Rojas is not going to go. So you have 2 outs and 2 men on base. All the opportunities in the world here. And we got to hope Freddie Freeman can come up clutch. Will Smith is actively just trying to homer this. I need base hits. We need lane drive hits. Freddie, please. I can't rely on the rest of that lineup, man. I cannot rely on the rest of that lineup. Freddie, it's all you, buddy. It's all you, Freddie. Freddie, if you get a good base hit here, we can make this a 3-2 game. We just have to stay in the rhythm of the game. Foul. We got to stay within the rhythm of the game, man. That's just where my mindset is. If we can stay within the rhythm of the game, we can get back in this. But it really sucks that nobody on this damn team can consistently hit. And we got guys in runners in scoring position. We can't take advantage of it. Every time we got runners in scoring position, can't take advantage of it. Ball one. One pitch. We need a base hit here. And it's just another flyout. And we, once again, you have runners in scoring position with a chance to tie this up, and we can't do nothing with it. I'm ready to give up, man. I'm ready to give up, bro. It's just the same. It's the same crap. I'm ready to give up, bro. We're just running the clock down. We're running the clock down until the Blue Jays win this. We're just running the clock down until the Blue Jays win this, huh? We're just running the clock down until the Blue Jays win this. They won't play anymore. We're just running this down until the Blue Jays win it, huh? Multiple times having runners in scoring positions, can't take advantage of it. Like, what are we even doing at this point? Yankees aren't punching anything. Yankees got spanked by the Blue Jays. They could care like again. This at this point they have no room to talk. If the Dodgers would have won, they would have got clowned. If the Dodgers win this one, they're gonna get clowned. And if the Blue Jays win this one, they're gonna get clowned. The Yankees, it don't matter what they do. They had a chance to beat this team. They got smoked out of the freaking stadium. They're gonna be going home. I can't wait for them to talk about the end of the game. All these guys on base. So when we ultimately lose, just remember the multiple times you had guys in scoring position and everybody wanted to be a damn hero trying to go for the long ball instead of getting lane draining. I just need this to be over. Just need this to be over, bro. I just need this to be over, dog. It ain't even funny, bro. I just need this to be over. It's the same thing. How do you come out here with the same philosophy all season long? It's been getting you losses. You've been getting smacked against the Blue Jays because you played like this. I'm just ready for this to be over, man. Good luck, Glass now. Oh, but that was a this umpire. I'm so tired of this umpire, man. The amount of generous calls he's been giving to the Blue Jays. Muncy makes that catch there, 1 out. Getting multiple guys on base. You got guys in scoring position, literal runners in scoring position, and it's just, uh, just so disappointed. I'm so disappointed that this offense, one of the best offenses in the league, they can't show up in Game 7. They know there's no other game after this, right? You have multiple guys in scoring position in this game, and we can't take advantage. You're going to go back to LA in disappointment because you couldn't take advantage with runners on base in scoring position. Glasnow's doing his job right now. That's to be expected. Damn, heck. Foul. As a Jays fan, I'm happy, but I feel for you, bro. No, at the end of the day, I'm not mad. what we're trying to do is repeat as champions. I still have last year. My team won last year. You guys haven't won in 32 years. If you guys win, congrats to you. Vlad can give that ring to his father. That'll be a sweet moment. So me personally, I won't be like overly mad. I'm disappointed in my team. I'm disappointed in my team for not showing up offensively. Like legitimately, I'm disappointed in my team not showing up offensively throughout the entirety of the postseason. Because had they have done that the way they did last year, they wouldn't be in this situation. And I know there's still opportunities here for the Dodgers, but the fact that they're getting guys that are running in scoring position and they're not doing anything with it is what's pissing me off. But at the end of the day, we won last year. We're trying to repeat as champions. We're trying to defend our title. So it's not the worst case, and it's not the worst case scenario if the Dodgers don't win this one. But it will hurt because it's a year that your team didn't win the championship. But we are trying to defend our title. The Blue Jays haven't won a championship in 32 years. This will mean more to them than us. Honestly, you should have just started Glass now. Ohtani on short rest probably should have started Glass now. And of course, Alejandro Kirk, who's always getting on base, gets a base hit. Got 4 more innings left to try to do something. Running out of time here. I'm not exactly sure why you guys assumed you were going to get swept. The Dodgers haven't had an offense all postseason long. It came down to the blue. The game's down to the pitching group of the Dodgers, but the Dodgers don't have an offense. They haven't had an offense all postseason long. So you should have known for a fact that you guys were going to be able to compete because with the Dodgers not being able to score, you were absolutely going to have an opportunity. And that's the third out right there. We head to the top of the sixth. The Dodgers have 4 innings to try to tie this game up. They've had multiple opportunities with guys on bat, with guys on base, excuse me, in scoring position, and they couldn't capitalize. I think I'll play that then. Uh, it's a 2-run game, but it feels like a 10-run game because the Dodgers' offense stinks. They're gonna bring in your Savage at some point. He's just gonna lock us up, bro, because they can't do anything against your Savage. We're heading to the top of the sixth, man. embarrassment, man. See, the championship is on the line, and this is how they're playing. I'm just start fucking. I don't even care anymore, man. I don't even care, man. These are small. Yep. Pop them. I don't even need to hear the statistics. Here comes the top of the six. In comes Mookie Betts at bat here. All right, Mookie, what you got? Ball one. Oh, are you serious right now? Strike one. I'm ready for this to be over at this point. If this is how the Dodgers offense is going to show up, what's the point? You got guys in scoring position you can't even capitalize. How am I supposed to put my how am I supposed to feel right now? Strike two. Mookie's not even swinging right now. Don't worry, Mookie will take a swing and miss. Oh, Muncy and Hernandez are up next. Oh, I'm so excited to watch Muncy and Teoscar chase for the 12th millionth time as Mookie gets ready to strike out here. You actually got a full count. Somehow Mookie Betts has worked this pitch count. Full count here. 7 runs scored over the last 4 games. Pathetic. And Mookie's going to walk to first. Mookie worked the pitch count. He's on base. Here comes Max Muncy. Oh, God, Muncy and Teoscar are about to mess all of this up, bro. All they're going to do is chase. All they're going to do is chase. I'm tired of watching them swing on air. All they're going to do is chase. When you chase as much as... Look at his world. He's averaging 120. There it is. First pitch, first swing, foul ball. That probably would have been ball one too. But we know he likes to chase. Just swing and get the hell out. One step closer to this being over because all we got is a bunch of groups, individuals that want to chase. Don't change up a damn thing. Real smart move, guys. Muncy actually got a hit. And now you got 2 guys on bat. Can we please do something with this? Once again, you've got runners in scoring position. Are we going to do something with this or are we going to keep wasting time? The opportunity's right there for you. It's right there for you. The opportunity is right there for you. Are we going to take advantage of this opportunity to put some runs on the board? Dominguez in the bullpen. He's coming up next. Max Muncy got his first hit of the game here. 2 men on base, no outs. How the hell are the Dodgers going to mess this up? Well, let's start with Teoscar Hernandez as he finds a way to mess this up potentially. Maybe Teoscar, in his endless chases, manages to get a homer to take the lead here. Who knows? A man can dream, right? I'm only a fan of the damn team. I can dream that Teoscar Hernandez is going to be able to deliver a home run here, right? I have to hope so. I have to believe. Here comes Teoscar. Strike one. Ball one. Teoscar actually did not swing. I was expecting to see him chase there. If these guys would just be patient, I promise you the result would be different right now. But they're just trying to take these shots. Just show some patience. And stop trying to go for a homer. Ball two. Teoscar is actually showing patience at the mound. Maybe they're actually sensing the pressure and realize we have to do something. That's another bad read by the umpire because that's a strike. That's in the zone. What is the umpire doing, bro? Foul, 2-2. And he had to swing on that one. That was in the zone. Oh, no. Leave me alone. Two-two pitch. Two men on base. Down by 2 runs. In the top of the 6th. Come on, Teoscar. We need you to deliver badly, man. We actively need to see you deliver, man. We need you here. One out. But you do have a man at third. I'll take it. Muncie's out. But you got Teoscar at third, and you've got Mookie Betts. Sorry, you got Mookie Betts at third and Teoscar at first. A base hit makes it a 3-2 game. So now we got to hope. Who's coming in now? Tommy Edman? Yep, Tommy Edman. We need a base hit from Tommy Edman. Again, you had 2 guys on base. Please do not tell me you're coming away with nothing. 2 guys on base. You've got to come away with something. Ball 1. Guys just have to be patient at the mound, work the pitch count, and then take your opportunities when you see it. I'm not helping this woman. I don't care. Foul 1. Not foul 1, strike 1. It was a foul, strike 1. And there's a fly ball from Tommy Edman. Mookie Betts is going to score. It's a 3-2 game. At least we got to run. We cut into this. 2 outs, but we got to run. At least we're getting something out of this. You have to get something out of this. It's a 1-run game. You can at least hope something comes of this. At the end of the day, if you come away with something, you can live with it. It's better than having nothing. In comes Kike Hernandez. Strike 1. We could use a big hit here from Kike, man. This could change the entire momentum of the game. Strike 2. Those are 2 great pitches right there. And Kike is going to swing at the third one. But I'll take it. You make it a 1-run game. You just have to fight back, man. Close the gap, and you got to hope your pitching crew stays sharp, man. Base hit from Kike Hernandez. If you can get a big hit here, you could tie the game. A big hit here can tie this game up. A big hit here can tie this game up. Oh, God, they got your Savage preparing. If your Savage comes in, we are not getting anything on him. They're bringing your Savage in to close us out. We can't score on him. We can't get hits off of him. They've got to find, I'm not even joking right now. They've got to find a way to get, they got to find a way to tie this up here before your Savage comes in. In comes Miguel Rojas, who had a base hit last time. If he can get a double here, we tie the game. He took that. He looked that dead in the eyes and took it. Looked at that pitch dead in the eyes, dead center, strike one. Ball one. Again, they just got to work the pitch count. At least you bring this closer. It's a 3-2 game. There's still life for the Dodgers. Not quite over yet, but man, this offense is an inability to score. It's problematic. But it's game 7, man. Strike two. That's what you swing at. You look dead center. He threw your fastball center, and you looked it dead in the eyes. But you swing at that one, at the splitter. They've been throwing this splitter consistently. You guys keep going for it. Well, let's get ready for the 7th. 2-2. Let's get ready. Not get ready for the 7th. Let's get ready for the bottom of the 6th and hope our pitching crew can continue to do their jobs to keep this a 1-run game, because we have to do that. The Dodgers are not winning a high-scoring game. They have no capability of putting up runs in bunches. They're incapable of scoring runs in bunches this postseason. Last year, they could score all they want. This year, nope. Foul. I would love to see if he could work the count and get on base. If he can get a walk. Ohtani comes in with bases loaded. I'd love to take that chance there. But at that point, they'd bring in Savage immediately. But Rojas is trying to stay alive here. 2-2 pitch. At the end of the day, they got to run out of this inning, so I can live with that. You make it a 1-run game. You're still in it. You're still alive. Takes ball 3. Work the pitch count. If he can walk, fight it off. Fight it off. Fight it off. Full count here. If we could get Rojas to walk, Ohtani comes up with bases loaded. Ohtani can come up with bases loaded and change the entire scope of this game potentially. Come on, Rojas. We can't get any luck. We can't get any luck, bro. We can't get any luck. If that could have just been a foul, we can't get any luck, dog. But we got to run. The Dodgers actually have 7 hits in this game. I don't know how they have 7 hits, but they have 7 hits. Let's get ready for the bottom of the 6th. That was the first inning you can actually look at and say the Dodgers didn't chase. They didn't try to go for the long ball. They showed some patience, and because of that, they got a run out of it. They need to do that again in the top of the 7th. Your Savage is coming in. Otani's going to be up at the top, and you got to hope Ohtani can have one of those moments to tie the game. But the bottom of the 6 has to be flawless, man. The bottom of the 6 has to be flawless. Come on. Ah! Oof. Think I'm okay. Whoop. Yep. Do. Whoa. Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, my God. I can't stay on top. Fine. Hmm? Gotta hope for the best, man. They're still fighting. They're at least in it. What they did in the 6th inning, they have to do that for the rest of the game. Work the pitch count, show some patience at the mound, and just take some smart swings, man. You don't need to go for it. That last hit right there, again, he didn't want to see Ohtani. It was very close. He did hit it. I was hopeful that it'd be fouled, but it did stay in. There was nothing we can do about that. And it was just unfortunate. One of those bad breaks, because you had bases loaded with Ohtani potentially coming in if you could have gotten on base. And Ohtani would have had an opportunity to completely break this game open and change the entire pace of what's going to happen here. But the Dodgers are showing some fight. That's at least a good thing. They made it a 1-run game, but again, it's far too much time. Now it's up to the pitching unit to make sure to get to the top of the seven. They got to clean things out here. Can't give up any runs. They've got to be very, very smart. We need to see the defense show up. Don't make any errors. We need the pitching. We need who I don't know who's gonna be. It should be Glass now. I'm giving Glass now as many innings as he can take. As many innings as he could be sharp, I'm giving Glass now as many innings, man. I'm gonna be honest. This has not been the series for Blake Snell. I don't need to put Snell in. As long as Glass now is cleaning up the way he's doing, I see no reason to take him out. Welcome to the bottom of the sixth. It's a 3-2 game, and Glass now is doing what he can do, man. Ball three here, 3-1 here. Glass now has got to get this. He's got to get him out of here. He's got to get him out here. That's a base hit. You're just not getting him out. Every time he steps to the mound, Ernie Clement is going to hit the ball. Nothing you can do about that. Doesn't matter what you throw at him, he's just going to hit it. 29 hits this postseason. That ties Ernie Clement with the most hits in a single postseason. And he'll be back at the mound around the eighth inning. By the way, Springer's on deck and he's 3 for 3. Walking Jimenez is not going to help out at all. Strike one. And they're going to score. And Teoscar's taking his time. And it's 4-2. This game is over. I'm done. I'm out. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm done. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. Congrats to the Blue Jays. Thanks for watching, guys. I can't do this anymore. It's the same. It's the same story. It's. I can't. I can't. I don't even know what we're doing. I can't. Can't even believe this, man. I'm not even mad. I'm just disappointed. I'm not even mad. I'm just disappointed. I'm not even mad. I'm just disappointed. I don't even know if I'm gonna be here for Monday Night Football. I'm not even mad. I'm just disappointed. It's just I gotta go, guys. I can't even be here right now. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the bad luck. I didn't stream Game Six. I didn't stream Game Six and they won. You know what? Let's test this out. I'm gonna cut this stream off, and we'll see what happens. Cause maybe I'm the bad luck. Maybe I'm the problem. You know, I can't just be here to live stream my team win anything significant. Maybe it's just my fault. So you know what? Let me end the stream, and I'll be back at the end of this game to congratulate the Blue Jays. If they win, or if somehow the Dodgers pull off a miraculous comeback, I'll be here for that. But maybe I'm the problem. It's gotta be me, right? Because every time I stream, I'm here for the AFC Championship game, my team fails me. I'm here for the NBA Finals, my team fails me. So I can't stream when my team is playing for a championship or to get to the Super Bowl. I can't just be here for that. I'm a bad luck charm. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to close it here. Dave Roberts, shake your head, bro. It's over. So you know what? I'm going to sit here. I'm going to end the stream. I'll be back at the end of the game. If the Blue Jays are celebrating a title, I'm going to be here to give them a congratulations and call it a night. If not, if the Dodgers pull off a miracle, I'll be here for that too. But I'm going to head out here before Springer gets another hit with me on live because I'm a bad luck charm. Let me get out of here before Springer does that. So I'll see you guys at the end of the game because I'm going to see if I'm a jinx. We're about to test it out. I'm going to test it out right here. We're going to see if the Dodgers win this, I'm a jinx, which means I can't stream the playoffs if the Ravens make it there. Let me see if I'm the problem. So I'll see you guys after the game.